Hello, brothers and sisters. I am going to read to y'all from the McClintock and Strong's. That's what they call it. It's actually called the Cyclopedia of Biblical, Theological, and Ecclesiastical Literature, which is actually available free online by McClintock and Strong. And this is volume 3, which is E to F. And I'm reading from the fundamentals because we're learning about language and how the authorities twist language in order to create doublespeak. And when they create this doublespeak, it's easy to fool people because we will find by reading this that they just dive right into these subjects as though they're true. It's like when you take a test in school and it says, how long did it take for humans to evolve? Well, by answering that question, you're saying that evolution happened. So this is the same way they just dive into all of these so-called facts, when if you actually question them, a lot of times we'll find that they're not facts at all. So without further ado, let me read to you, and I'll make some comments about the things that we find. So under fundamentals, it says, a distinction has been drawn both in the Roman Catholic and Protestant churches between fundamental and non-fundamental articles of faith. So I learned not to identify with either one of those parties because you set an opposition against the other one. So if I say, I'm a Protestant, well, then it sounds like I'm starting a fight with the Roman Catholics. So if I said, I'm a Roman Catholic, that means that I'm not a Protestant, and you start dividing your thoughts there and competing, and it sounds like you're just a brawler, a fighter, right? 1, a Roman numeral 1. Roman theologians understand by articuli fundamentalis those doctrines which every Christian is obliged to know, to believe, and to profess on pain of damnation, and by articuli non-fundamentalis such doctrines as a man may be involuntarily ignorant of without losing the name of Christian and the hope of salvation, it being taken for granted that he would believe them if made known to him by the church. So you can understand it. And by the way, the Roman Catholics for 1,500 years, or more like 1,200, I guess, only read in the Latin. They didn't allow you to know anything about Scripture, especially if you weren't from Rome and didn't understand Latin. So it says, substantially, the Roman doctrine is that whatever the church teaches is fundamental. So, sorry, 1 second. Nemo is barking up a storm out there, so I have to run and get him because he's disturbing my ability to think. He's supposed to be my farm dog, protecting the farm. So, what you doing, Nemo? There he is. Oh, can't get him. What you doing? Can you speak? Speak. Can you speak? Speak, Nemo. Speak. Sorry if my house is a little messy. So, all right, and he thinks he's going to come in here and study the Bible too, so. Go on, Nemo. Go. Out. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry if the camera's positioned a little different. So, it says, substantially, the Roman doctrine is that whatever the church teaches is fundamental. So that's the same we can see through the Protestants and the Roman Catholics, is that they believe in their man-made doctrines like the fundamentals and essentials of the faith more than they believe in God, because they esteem these men their authorities, not God. So it says Roman numeral 2. In the Lutheran Church, this distinction between fundamental and non-fundamental doctrines was introduced by